Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, last session we did advance our net packet refactor. Before we continue with that, let's see, we have some action items here. No, it's relatively quiet. We do need to advance this review, but we can do that later. Good, so let's continue where we left off. Coffee fights, yeah. Coffee fights, yeah. Yeah. So we have a bunch of structs with variable fields. So I wonder if we should replicate that in here. Let's think about this. Yeah. So how about we add a data, command data, and then we add a static function in here. Static size t, copy bytes, unsigned bytes, buffer, const. No, not const, just static. Yeah, and then so there's a file name. Let me see, netpacket file names command. Let's go to netpacket. Here, this one. So let's say we take this guy and we go command data, file progress command data. So we put that in here. Yeah. Size t, there we go. So essentially, let me go here again. So we have a file name, file ID, and player mask. So then how about here we say ASCII string const file name, file ID, player mask. Let's just copy this. Let's put it in here. So we have file name. Then we have unsigned short file ID and unsigned bytes player mask. Yeah. Then we take these guys and we put them in here. That is quite a long function. Copy bytes. Okay. And then by the way, I really dislike the fact that we have this goddamn annoying this here. I need to fix that. It's driving me nuts. Yeah. How about we do this equals regular expression, so line break, and then that, would that work? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Except for this one here. Okay. Good. Then that's a little bit more sane now. Okay, let's go back to where we were, which is I don't know where. Here. So, command data. We have this function, yeah, it's a static function. And then copy bytes, and then buffer, and then command data. Packet data functions. Okay, and then basically we go here and we copy this, and then we go to command there, and then we do this, and we say write bytes buffer plus size. I would say take this here, right. How about we add a function for, by the way, this one we didn't really use yet, so let me comment that out. Write string, write ASCII string with null terminator. Then we add here ASCII string, write bytes. Let's say write string with null. Write string with null. Good. Then this const value and copy. So get byte count. Okay. So value dot str size of value dot get byte count +1. Return that. Static cast size t value byte count. Yeah. Write string with null. Okay. Write string with null. Then here we do size plus equals network, write string with null, and then file name. Okay. Ah, hold on. I also need that. Okay. File name. Okay, and then that is failing for some reason. It's not meant to be a template. Okay. And then here we have file ID and player mask. Yeah, file ID and player mask. Okay, this looks good. And then if we go down here and we go into here, so I don't like that it takes so much vertical space. Copy bytes. So file name. And then here we do the same. Yeah. And then file announce command, we put this in there. And here. Good. And then here we do size plus equals data copy bytes. And then we pass our buffer plus size. And then these arguments, file name, file ID, player mask. There we go. And that will settle it. And then we can copy the same shit to this one, where we have size t size of size 0. Can we do write bytes for this? But then we need to make a copy. So here we make a copy of this because we intended to use it for primitives, right? Bytes. Right. How about How about we rename it to write primitive. Write primitive. Okay, where it basically makes a copy, and then we create another one where we say write object. And there we pass it by reference. Yeah. And when we pass it by reference, then we do... Yeah, basically it's the same thing. It's just that it's passed by reference. Okay, this looks good. So we have write primitive for all these guys. And then here we say size plus equal network write object. And then we pass a buffer, and then we pass this write object this, and then we do this. Yeah, write object. Okay, then I would say we do the same here with the other ones, where we have this size 0 and then plus equal write object this, and then hold on, we have a mistake here, so this one needs to return size, and here as well, and then this. Yeah, let's copy this to the other guys here. All right. Okay, and then here's some more. Fantastic. Good. Write object and then copy bytes. Yeah, copy bytes. Object, copy bytes. Okay. Okay, I think this looks good. And then we do, yeah, now basically we need to do it. Let me copy this here. So here we already edited, right? Yeah. Copy bytes, yeah. Okay, I think this works. And then this means we can now remove this comment because it's implicit, explicit now by the argument list. It tells us what is expected, right? We no longer need a comment that explains what is expected in there. Okay, and then we repeat this for the other guys that also have variable data, which there are a few here. Netpacket file command. Let's search for this guy. Here. Ah, it's the same. It's the same, isn't it? It's the same. Aha. File. Then let's do the following. We take this guy and we put him up here and we rename him to packet command data. There we go. And then we remove this. Then we go in here. And then we take this guy and then we also put it in here. And hold on. Then we also put it here. And then we have file name. Here. Yep. And then we go here. Do the same here, make a copy of this and put that in here as well. Great. Okay, so that is sorted. Then we can remove this and that. Okay, what else do we have here? Game command. Ah, this one is a bit more tricky, right? Yeah, this one is a bit more tricky. Do we have another here? This one is simple. White chart text length. White chart text. White chart max text length. Let me see that. How we what do we currently pass there? We pass a unitext, Unicode string. A Unicode string, okay. Then we do text length, yeah. Bytes, text right. Text length. Why don't we makes me wonder, why don't we pass everything in here? Yeah. So let's pick a chit command. Player mask int. Well, that's not right, is it? Player mask. Int player mask. Is that right? Player mask int. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I would say we do a plus size of unsigned byte. Size. Why don't we have a chat commands chat disconnect chat commands. Yeah. So what we need to pass here is const ASCII string just realized the alignment here is not quite right. Okay. So variable fields. I think what we need is also a size t get size function, which we also have up here somewhere, right? Get size. Yeah. Get size. Okay. So we need to pass a. We need to pass a. This one takes player mask. Chat command data. So the disconnect chat command, it doesn't have a player mask. Is that right? It doesn't have a player mask. Yeah. Okay. then we actually need to split this guy here. We need one for down here. So this one doesn't have a player mask. Okay, text length. Good. Then here we pass text. Text. Okay, and this one also takes a player mask. Okay. Then, so copy bytes. Then we also have this function here. Then here we say size, this return size. And then get size. Yeah. Get size. So get size is oh, now it's getting complicated. So is size of unsigned byte size t plus equal text len text dot get byte count. Then plus equal I think here we can simply say size of int, the text length, player mask. Okay. Then here we have text length is text text.str. No. Right string. So we have with null and right string data. Right string. Mm-hmm. By the way, the text is Unicode string, I just remember. So let's change this to Unicode string. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unicode string. And player mask. By the way, this one is disconnect chat. This one doesn't have a player mask. Mm-hmm. Okay, then write string, and then we just pass text. There we go. And then write primitive. Player mask. Okay, but that's not complete. I also need write primitive text dot get length. Right. Mm-hmm. Get size, okay. Mm-hmm. Then we need the same for the disconnect command data, which we can put right here. So it's disconnect chat. And the disconnect chat goes without this and without the player mask. And there we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We still have reds here. Packet chat command, copy bytes. Right. Right. Copy bytes. So we have a text here and a player mask. So we put these here and here. And we put this guy here and here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 1, 2. Oh, that one is without. Mm-hmm. Chat command. Okay, for some reason it's complaining here. Where is that? Const Unicode string text. Oh, it's ASCII string. Oops. Oops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so write object, this, and then write chat data. Now I think this guy is no longer, we no longer carry data here, so let's make these static. Same here. Static. Mm-hmm. Then we remove this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then we remove the const here. Okay. Text length, yeah. Okay. Then, so we have data here, yeah. So let me delete this. We can also delete that and that. Okay, that's looking good. And then here we say copy bytes size plus equal so we say right data copy bytes buffer right objects buffer this copy bytes. Good, and then we pass here text and player mask. Okay. Okay. Then make a copy and put that here. We say disconnect chat command data without that. Okay. Copy bytes. Good. We still have a bunch of reds here. Data copy bytes, yeah. So same thing here. Okay, and then here. Copy bytes, buffer, plus size, text, and player mask. And here, text and player mask. No, not mask. Disconnect. Okay, good. This looks good. I think I probably made a mistake somewhere up here. Yeah, here I made a mistake. All of these must say plus size. Although it's not, well, here it's incorrect. Okay. So plus size, yep. Plus size, yep. Okay, this looks correct. Now I think we will have a bunch of compile errors in here. Yeah. So text length. I think we also have error in here. Text. So we go in here. Primitive text. So how about we take this guy and move it in here. Max Textline. Okay. Then what we can do is remove this here. And this. Let's keep it for now. Let's do a remove. Get size, static get size. Static. Get size. So actually wonder. Yeah, I wonder actually. I wonder if we should actually have a constructor to this guy where it just constructs itself from the command message and the message that we give it, right? Yeah. Maybe. Fit buffer. Copy bytes. Yeah. I think here we also need a new function, get bytes. Get bytes, get size. Byte count. So get size. Then this one can't be static. Yeah. This one can't be. Get size. So basically we do size plus equals size of this, and then size of this, and size plus equals size of the data. Get size. Text. Return size. Then the same for this one. And then this one takes that, this one takes that. Then we need the same for these guys. Get size. So here size plus equals I think for these guys we don't really need it. For the small packets we wouldn't need it necessarily. Yeah. Yeah, I think for these ones we don't need it, so let me remove that. Okay, for the other one we should have it for this guy. Okay, so what compile errors do we have? So we want to have this. And then packets dot copy bytes buffer and then unit text and that. And that should get rid of all of this here. Okay. the same here. Okay. Does that make sense? I think so. Okay. Okay, so basically we need to add get size to all data structs. There. This one I don't really know yet how to treat. Yeah. Get size. Use. Okay, I think what we should do is first we add datas to everywhere where it's still missing. So this one, just even if it's empty, just so we have it. So we add a data one here. Oops. This one is empty. That one is empty. That one, egg command. Dot command. Chat commands. Never mind. Already have it here. So here I don't really know yet how we deal with this. Data, data, okay. So we have now data structs for all the guys. Then next I would say do we still have something with variable fields? No. Except for this game, for this one here, but I don't know yet how we treat this. This one is complicated because it has a whole lot of contents here, as you can see. It's quite something. There's game message type, parser, noun types. There's all sorts of shit here. Yeah. GMS game message. Copy the game message into the packet. Does this exist multiple times? Oh, it does. It also exists here. Look at that. But it looks smaller here. Huh. What is that bullshit? Write game message argument to packet. What is this? Ah. Uh-huh. And I assume this is the same as the other one, right? Ooh. So I think what we need to do is, oh boy, we need to have a game message G message copy bytes. Then we do the same here. Copy bytes and get size. Const. Then we remove this and this. Okay, this will be complicated. So let me make a copy of these two guys. Then we rename it to this guy. And then we will have this. And this. So we have text length. No, we don't. Let's remove that. And that. Okay, so then we go to then we take this guy here and we move it in here. Regarding this one here, we need to have a class ASCII string, class Unicode string, class game message. So we need a game message parser. Game message parser. Game network. Okay. Game message parser. By the way, we should also include pre-RTS. Okay. Then the first thing of order, first order of business. Okay, then here we say buffer. Oh man, this will be complicated, no? Size plus equal, right, primitive, buffer plus size. We pass this guy. Network. Then size plus equal. New type. What is this? Ah, this one, what we just did. Okay. Then parser is being allocated here. Is it also deleted? Oh yeah. I guess this one takes a pointer. Game message parser. What does the constructor take? Oof. A non-const. Ugh. Why does it need to be a non-const message? Get argument. This can be const. Always respect the const. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Then we do num types. Size plus equal network. Right, primitive buffer plus size. And then next archetype. Yeah. Type. Then here we do right primitive. Okay, and then we have size. Oh man, this is a massive refactor. Size plus equal. Arc count. Arc count. Get next. Okay. And then num arcs. Type. Argument. This one needs to be const, right? Arclist. Arclist. Const. And then we need this function here. Okay, let's copy this function and put it in here. Copy bytes. Size t. Let's call it copy. Okay, message argument. Copy bytes, copy this. Type arc. This can be static, right? So then I put it down here. We make it a static. And hold on, data. Okay. So may take this function and move it below the other one here. So here we do size plus equal this one, buffer plus size, type arc. There we go. And then we have this, and then here we do network write object, write primitive, and buffer. We need a size. Oh boy, size t size equals 0. Buffer plus size, and the value is arc integer. And here we also need to say size plus equal that. Then here we have real. Here we have Boolean, object ID, drawable ID, team ID, location, pixel, whatever that means. Pixel region and timestamp, and the char. Okay, then we remove all the other crap. There we go. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. Very simple. I like that. We need to return size. Okay. Yeah, so this guy now does what the other one does, but it looks a lot simpler, doesn't it? A lot simpler. Yeah. And so now here on the data side, we need to do get size. Num types. So this one int type. Let me see that. It does write num types. Num types is an unsigned byte. Let me double check that I didn't make a mistake with the size here. Aha. So this one, so arc count arc count is a unsigned byte. Yeah. Get type is also unsigned byte. Get num types is also unsigned byte. Aha. That is not correct yet. Okay. And get type is I can't jump there. Enum. So that should be integer size. Yeah. It's quite large, isn't it? I would say we make it explicit and type it int here. Okay, so what we do is size t, size plus equal size of int. This one is game message type. Then we have num types, size of num types. Say a type count. Type parser, damn it. Parser. Parser type. Arc count. Then we have first argument type. First argument count, first argument type. By the way, let me see how this is done in... There is a function for this, right? Somewhere else. Here. Here. Aha. Yeah, why don't we just copy this here? That seems to be the easiest. Yeah. So we make this an integer. this here parser at the top. Okay. Okay, this should be correct because we just copy pasted from the reference code, so it should be fine. Oh, we could also make this inline to the other one. This here. It doesn't have to be a separate function. Is this used anywhere else? Let me see. This function, is this just used once or multiple times? Just once. Okay, in that case, I would say we take this here, we take this, and we just paste it right in here. Right there. There's no need to have a separate function if we just use it once, like this. I think that's simpler. Then we delete this one here. And we also delete it from here. Okay, is that fair? Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Yeah. That looks pretty decent. Archetype. Yeah, cool. The marks. We can make this const here. This as well. Okay, I think this looks pretty damn good. Then what happened here? The only difference between Genesis 0 hour that I could see is this macro start in. Macro start end. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll be right back. Okay, so how long are we in? Okay. Can handle a null PTR as element. Does it contain null? Is there any evidence that null PTR null is added into the container? Good. Let's get back to code. So basically, we now need to add a get size to all the command datas. Yeah. Command data. Size. Okay. To this and to this. Get size. Well, here we don't need it. We do only need it here. Get size. Size. Data. Get size. Get size. No. This one is nonsense. Good size, yeah. Okay. Okay, then we go ahead and add the get size functions here. So get size. And that will be simply return size of this. Do the same here. Should we maybe have a separate category for them? No, I think it's fine. Let's bundle them together. But if they're so simple, it's okay. Okay. Announce command. Announce command. Size t, size 0, size plus equal. Size plus equal. Get size. No. Hold on. What do we have here? Static, get size. Then here we need to pass this guy. This. This. size, okay. And then, oh boy, file command, get size. Mm-hmm. 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 There we go. Wrapper commands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That packet game commands. Ah. Mm-hmm. So this one also needs to reuse what we just wrote in the other one. Ah, this one already has everything. Never mind. Get size, vote commands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, keep alive commands. Okay. Okay, so we got all these guys. So down here, I would say we also place this kind of style in here. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then here, get size, yeah. Good. Then for the game command, we now need to reuse what we added here, right? Data. Ah, right. Ah, we just need to call data. Right. So here, and then we do size plus equals base dot, no. Data. Get size. Get size. No, that's copy bytes. Copy bytes. G message. Buffer. Plus size. Okay. And then do the same in here. And then we do the same here. So we have this. Get size. There we go. Okay. So if I didn't make a mistake, then every non-small command should have a get size and a copy bytes function. All the data should have functions. And this one does not have a get size. Is that a problem? It would be nice. And for completeness sake, it would be good if we add a get size function there as well. But for that, we probably need to make this one static as well. But then that would mean that this guy would have to move outside. Yeah. Okay, let me see what compile errors we currently have. None. Let's compile once to see if they're really none. Can return a null PTR in Siri. I don't know if that's possible in our case. Perhaps prevent it from adding null to the list. What would be the point of a null entry in the list? Would it do anything? Good. This one is failing. Okay, let's see what is missing. Oof. With compile error somewhere. Ah, I see what the problem is. We need to have an inline keyword here. Here. Inline. Inline. There we go. Still have error. I think we can remove this commented function here. Error. Static. Get size. Come on, data. Get size. Okay, this one is not implemented. Okay. Fair enough. Get size. Okay, so that will be size plus equals with null. So file name dot get byte count +1. Then size of unsigned shorts and that's unsigned byte. Player mask here is byte. Let me see that. Packet. So we have a file name, file length, file data. Oh. I don't know why we have file ID here and player mask. File length, unsigned int, file length. File name. So copy bytes. Okay, I don't quite understand right now why I have file ID and player mask in here. How did this come to be? Ah, that's why. Because file announce uses that. Aha. Aha. Somehow I thought that I see. So this one should use file announce date command data, and this one is that. I see. So this one uses that. No. So so we make a copy of this one. This one is file announce command data. It's now. Okay, and this one is also this one. Now for this one, I would actually say, how about we pass how about we pass int string length. Say file name length. File name length +1. Okay, I think that's a bit better. I see also there's an error here. This one should be byte. Okay, and then this one takes something completely different. This takes file name and then unsigned file command. It takes file length, file data. So let's do length is unsigned int. Unsigned int. Unsigned byte. Okay, let's do the following. In the packet structs, let's change this to size t. This as well. There we go. File name length. Good. And then here we change this to file name length and size t file data length. Set int. Okay. Maybe we should do unsigned int. Unsigned byte, file data, and unsigned int, file data length. Get size. I think we can also use unsigned int here. File name length. File data length. File data length, file name length. So this one goes in here, and this one goes up here. Here and here. Okay. Then here we take this. Right, primitive. Right object. Let's do right mem. Buffer. Source. Dist. Let's call it dist. Let's do here unsigned int len. Okay. Probably do a size t len here. So what do we write? Write the file length, unsigned int, okay. So this, and then we do write mem. This, and then this. This one needs to be const. Const. So this one is complaining, write mem. What is the problem? Dist source file data unsigned byte len. Because this needs to be size t, I guess. No? What is the problem? Buffer plus size. File data. Oh. Right. This one is not a template. Write bytes. Okay, then here we do. Can remove this. Then this one is size of unsigned int, and this is file data length. Okay. Data for name links +1. Okay, get size doesn't need that. Okay, this one looks good to me. So this one doesn't need that. So we have this, and then this, and file data length. So, and here we have file name, file data, and that's okay. Here we have that. And here we have copy bytes, right? File announce. File data and length. Okay. Okay. Okay, this looks pretty good, but of course we probably missed something. Yeah, it's very likely we made some error somewhere. Yeah, because the last 1-2 hours are pretty chaotic, right? Yeah, pretty chaotic. Okay, what's the time? 2 hours 30. Okay, it compiles. I think that's a good checkpoint. Things are getting more complicated. The net packet structs are already here, 1000, and this one is 1000. Oh boy. Yeah. Maybe we can remove these empty structs again, because yeah, I mean, they don't add anything. Yeah, just adds confusion. Let's remove it. Okay, that looks pretty decent, I would say. Then the next step is I would like to make this one static as well. But for this, we need to move this outside this thing, and then it needs to become an argument for this. Yeah. Which probably is better. Yeah. But then it also needs to be an argument for this one here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Copy bytes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's think about it next session. I think what will happen is that the stuff that we do here eh, maybe not. I need to think about that. How big is this file? Ah, well, it's pretty big. Mm-hmm. By the way, before I forget it, in message, get packed byte count. What we can do here now is this and then get size. And then here we need to pass some things. Text and text. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Get size. Text. Oh boy. Construct game message. Let's do that next session as well. Basically, we need to simplify all these guys here. Good. I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.